And whose boots are these? They're Grough's.
Hello, they're my new boots.
Hiya, Grough. How's things?
Hi
You
there,
okay?
William. I am indeed.
So, where are we today?
I don't know actually, I've just driven here. We're at Renwick.
So, Northern Pennines?
Northern Pennines, and we're sitting beneath a hill called Thack Moor or Renwick Fell, which they tell me is 609 metres high.
Now, this is our second visit here, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah. Yeah, it's a sort of deja vu, isn't it?
So, if we go back to last autumn, on our first visit, we had 2 hours of data collection.
We did, that's right.
And what was that? What did that come out as?
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
It came out at 609.65 metres, didn't it?
So that's quite interesting.
Which is quite close, really.
So we're now heading back up then. Is it 4 hours?
Yeah,
data?
We've been asked to get another 4 hours worth of data, which will give a total of 6 hours data to process, which Mark can do with Bernie's software. And we will get an answer, a definitive answer.
It should be quite interesting, shouldn't it?
Mm.
Well, cheers for now, Grough.
Yep, okay.
And I'll come around. We have a companion with us today, but before going to visit the companion, I'll go and see John and see if John's got any comments.
Hi Merlin.
Hi John, you okay?
Yes, thanks, yep. Looks as though we've got a reasonable day, the weather's calm still. Bit of high cloud, but we don't need good visibility for this, but there's plenty of visibility at the altitude. So yeah, I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, so we're going to go and get our extra data we need to confirm the height of this hill.
The conditions look quite favourable, don't they?
Yeah. It's nice that it's still. I think that's the main thing, because we're going to be sitting up there for 4 hours. It can get quite cold, so it's, I think it's about 4 Celsius, but it's so still that it feels quite warm actually. So it'll be okay, yeah.
Well, cheers for that, John. Now, I'll come to who's this young man over here. So, name, please?
My name's Bob Smith.
Hiya, Bob. And you're the editor of Grough, aren't you?
I am indeed, yes. Yeah. So I'm going to traipse up the hill with you today and find out what you get up to when you're up there.
Well, it should be quite entertaining.
Hopefully.
Well, we hope as well.
You got the circus arranged up there?
We may have a couple of visitors coming up to see us this afternoon.
Okay.
I think one contacted us on our Facebook site yesterday, so we'll have to wait and see. But of course, you all rigged up here, Bob. You've got some nice piece of equipment here.
I'm going to turn the camera on you as well at some point, so we'll hopefully get a little record of what goes on today and see what happens.
Well, cheers, Bob. Anyway, for now, and do a little bit of filming with you a bit later on, I think.
That's good, yeah.
Thank you. So, Thack Moor or Renwick or Renwick Fell is up yonder, up the track. Track bisects. Take the left-hand route and up onto the hillside then. So we're taking a variety of equipment up with us. I got the pleasure of the 2 tripods. So do a bit more filming a little later on. just arrived on the summit. There's the trig, and that is on the southern side of the solid stone wall that follows the ridge in a west to east direction, and there's the wall. And look what we found. Bit of a sod really. A big thick bank of snow. Graham's taken got the 10-figure grid reference of where we found the summit when we were here last time, although the flags are quite camouflaged because they're white. You can just see them down here. A couple more there. And we've cleared the snow around this area. We'll give it another good go, but that isn't ideal. Quite unfortunate, but I'm sure we'll cope with that. And we'll be rigorous in our methods, because we know every last centimetre counts for this hill. So here's some of the Pennines scenery, very wild, quite beautiful. And here's all the clobber and the kit. So let's go and see Graham. Any thoughts, Graham?
Well, didn't expect to find this really. Very fortunately, you can see where we set up the GPS last time, according to my handheld GPS anyway. That's the distribution of flags going to it a few times, so it's in that vicinity there, which is right on the edge of the snow. So we are very, very lucky, but we've got to do a thorough job and make sure that it really is, that it is there. So we've got to do a bit of digging.
Well, cheers, Graham. It's Bob's hard at work as well. I found it quite hard going coming up here. It beat me to the summit. Not a surprise. Let's go and see John. Any comments, John?
Well, we weren't expecting this little pack of snow here, so we've had to do a bit of digging around in there to locate where we found the summit last time we were up here. But we think we've fairly confident in that area there. We better get some staff placements and just see how the land lies, and then take it from there.
Well, cheers, John. So we're going to get to work soon, aren't we?
Yep.
The next,
on the
next few minutes. John's given instruction to Bob for what you can see looking through the level, so we'll go and have a little
it's a centimetre you're measuring for black, white. Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a bit.
Yeah. Also, what you've got the little lines top and bottom of that horizontal lines. They're called stadia lines. So if you take a reading off the staff for the top one, you take a reading off the staff from the bottom one. And the difference, and you multiply by that by 100. It's a rangefinder that tells you how far you are away from the staff.
Oh, I see, right, yeah.
So you can use that as well. We can use it that way. We can use an inverse, and we've done this before where we've done the distance to the
what
staff.
we've done since we've been up here, you can see Graham with the staff. You can see yellow flags and white flags. And thankfully, the highest point of the hill, Graham. And it's just clear of snow, isn't it?
Yeah. When we got up here, I was a bit surprised to see this very big bank of snow running all the way down the wall, as you can see. And my first thought was that, oh no, is the summit going to be under that? So I got the little GPS out, and I'd got the 10-figure grid reference in that, and started approaching that from different directions and putting down a few flags. And fortunately, they were all clustering right on the edge of this. So we've done a little bit of spade work with our feet, haven't we, shoveling away some of the snow and proving that we've found the little ridge that we found last time, and this is where the highest point is.
So if we come down, and it's just here. And there's a little grid of flags just here. We levelled all the way down the ridge, didn't we?
Yeah, I say when I first came here, I came to this point using the GPS, the handheld GPS and the 10-figure grid reference we got from last time, just approaching it from different directions, and each time laying down the flag where it told me I'd reached the right point, and they were quite closely clustered in this area, probably a couple of metres apart. So then we cleared a bit of the snow to make sure we were well into this little ridge, and then we've taken a few lines of flags, and it is very flat, it has to be said. I mean, you're talking about what, 2 or 3 centimetres over this area, but those 2 or 3 centimetres are going to be quite important.
And that matches the 10-figure grid reference that you had from the previous survey,
Yeah.
roughly?
Yeah.
Within about a metre?
Well, with a handheld GPS, I mean, we usually reckon about plus or minus, 5 metres, but they were clustered more closely than that. They were to within probably about 2 metres of the diameter of the cluster. But yeah, I mean, we've surveyed a line on the edge of this snow and just through the edge of the snowpack, and indeed this area that we've identified is the highest point.
Well,
and then we've done a smaller grid to get it more tightly located.
well, cheers, Graham. Thank you. And there we go. And John's just bringing the quick set tripod over, and we'll probably set the GS15 up on that. It's been a good half an hour up here, John, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good bit of work, I think.
It's lucky the snow is where it is, not extended too far away from the wall. But as Graham was saying, we've done pretty much of a comprehensive look along this line here, and found the high point. So yeah, it's been good.
Yep, excellent stuff. Cheers, John. So we'll set the equipment up in the next couple of minutes. Just gone 4:30. And what time did we set the equipment gathering data, John?
12:30.
So just over 4
We've
hours.
done a 4-hour stint. We're all smiling,
Just.
all a little bit colder, and so we're just about to turn it off. We should fucking reach it. There it goes. All lights are red.
Excellent stuff.
Yep.
Cheers, John.
So we are just a man for it.
Thank you. Go over to Graham. We've done pretty well, Graham, 4 hours.
Not bad, Murdy, not bad at all, eh?
We've had good company.
We've had a lot of company actually, haven't we?
I'll go over and see, I'll disturb Bob. Bob's got his, is it video, Bob, or is it camera?
No, we are on video, yeah.
You're on video. The video recorder is being videoed. But how do you feel after 4 hours, Bob?
Cold.
Cold.
That was a stupid question there.
video and the video.
But it's gone relatively quickly, isn't it, considering?
Yes, it has. Yeah, surprisingly so. Yeah. No, I'm not.
I don't normally stick around for 4 hours on top of the hills.
I don't normally stand on a hilltop for 4 hours. I mean, the view's very nice, but
It's a
I've
bit
probably
of a
exhausted that some time ago. Yeah.
Well, I think you've shown remarkable stamina. So good on you, Bob. Not everybody would have done it. So well done, I think.
I think Bob's a natural actually. I think he ought to come out again, don't you? we'll teach him how to use the level and staff next time.
So that's the stint on top of Renwick Fell or Thack Moor. 4 hours of data collection done to go with the 2 hours that we collected last autumn. The 4-hour data set will now be sent to Mark Grough at the Ordnance Survey, and we'll just have to wait and see whether this hill attains mountain status and becomes a new 2,000 footer. This is the survey result for Thack Moor, otherwise known as Renwick or Renwick Fell, and the reason we surveyed this hill was to see if it came out at over 2,000 foot. Now in metric, that measurement comes out at 609.6 metres. Now we surveyed Thack Moor last year on the 22nd of the 8th, 2012. We gathered 2 hours of data from the highest point of the hill, and that was with our Leica 530. We processed that data and the result came out at 609.64 metres. That's 4 centimetres above that magical 2,000 foot mark. Now because of that, we contacted the Ordnance Survey and they advised us to go back to the hill and gather 4 hours of summit data. So on the 3rd of March of this year, 2013, we revisited Thack Moor. We were accompanied on the day by Bob Smith, the editor of Grough, and we were joined on the summit by Aled Williams. Now we gathered 4 hours of summit data with our Leica GS15, processed that data, and the result came out at 609.62 metres. That's 2 centimetres above that magical 2,000 foot 609.6 metre threshold. Now with those 2 data sets we were also able to find the setup position in comparison to each survey, and the second survey was only 22 centimetres from where we set up the equipment, the 530, on the first survey. That's quite remarkable. That's just under 9 inches apart between the 2 surveys. Now both data sets were sent to the Ordnance Survey. Mark Greaves, their geodetic analyst, very kindly processed that data through Pennines software, and the result for the 2 hours of data collected by the Leica 530 came out at 609.62 metres. And again, processing the data, the 4-hour data set taken by the GS15 through Pennines software, that came out at 609.62 metres. So both of those results came out at 2 centimetres. That's approximately 3/4 of an inch above that magical threshold mark at 2,000 foot. Now that is the official result for the survey of Thack Moor as processed and verified by the Ordnance Survey. That result has been sent through to the cartographic department, and in time a spot height of 610 metres will appear on the Ordnance Survey maps. So therefore Thack Moor has been surveyed at being over 2,000 foot, 609.6 metres, and upon verification by the respective hill list authors it will be deleted from the listing of Deweys and it will become a new 2,000 foot Hewitt and a new 2,000 foot Nuttall.